Welcome to our channel about traveling. If you're planning a trip to France, you're in for a real treat. The country is full of history, culture, and natural beauty, making it a top tourist destination. In this video, we'll take a look at the best tourist destinations and landmarks in France, including historical sites, natural wonders, and popular cities. First up, we have the historical sites in France. One of the most famous and iconic landmarks in the country is the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Built in 1889, the Eiffel Tower is a must-see for any traveler visiting France. Another historical site that should be on your list is the Palace of Versailles, located just outside of Paris. This grand palace was once the main residence of the French monarchy and offers a glimpse into the opulent lifestyle of the French nobility. Next, we'll take a look at the natural wonders of France. The French Riviera, also known as the Côte d'Azur, is a stretch of coastline on the Mediterranean Sea that offers beautiful beaches, crystal-clear waters, and picturesque towns. Another natural wonder to check out is the Mont-Saint-Michel, a small island located off the coast of Normandy. The island is home to a medieval abbey that sits atop a rocky outcropping and is surrounded by tidal flats. Next, we'll take a look at the popular cities in France. Paris, the capital of France, is a must-see city for any traveler. Known as the City of Lights, Paris offers many famous landmarks such as the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre Museum. Another popular city in France is Lyon, located in the southeast of the country. Lyon is known for its rich history, delicious cuisine, and picturesque old town. There are many other destinations and landmarks to see in France, such as the French Alps, the Loire Valley, and the D-Day landing beaches. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or just looking for a great place to relax, France has something for everyone. If you're planning a trip to France, it's important to understand the country's rich history and cultural heritage. In this video, we'll take a look at the traditional customs and festivals in France, giving you an overview of what to expect when you visit. Next, start with the traditional customs in France. One of the most famous customs in France is the art of French cuisine. French cuisine is known for its rich flavors and use of fresh, high-quality ingredients. From classic dishes like escargots, ratatouille, and coq au vin to the more contemporary cuisine, you will find that French cuisine is a treat to the senses. Another traditional custom in France is the art of winemaking, with many regions like Bordeaux, Champagne, and Burgundy producing some of the finest wines in the world. Now, let's talk about the festivals in France. One of the most famous festivals in France is the Cannes Film Festival, which takes place every May in the town of Cannes on the French Riviera. This festival is one of the most prestigious film festivals in the world and attracts some of the biggest names in the film industry. Another popular festival in France is the Tour de France, an annual multiple-stage bicycle race that takes place every July. This race covers more than 3,500 kilometers and is considered one of the most challenging races in the world. France is also famous for its traditional festivals such as the Fêtes de Bayonne in the Basque Country, the Nice Carnival, and the Fêtes de Lumières in Lyon. These festivals are characterized by colorful parades, live music, and delicious local food. France is a country with a rich cultural heritage and a vibrant history. From its traditional customs to its famous festivals, there is always something to discover and enjoy in France. Next, let's talk about outdoor activities in France. France is home to some of the most beautiful natural landscapes in the world, from the French Riviera to the French Alps. One popular outdoor activity in France is hiking in the French Alps. The French Alps offer some of the most spectacular mountain landscapes in Europe, with peaks like Mont Blanc and the Matterhorn. Another outdoor activity that is popular in France is skiing. The French Alps are known for their excellent ski resorts, with many offering a wide range of runs for skiers of all levels. Next, let's talk about shopping in France. France is known for its fashion and luxury goods, and shopping in France can be a real treat. Paris, in particular, is a shopper's paradise, with famous department stores like Galeries Lafayette and Printemps, as well as many luxury boutiques on the famous Avenue de Champs-Élysées. Another great place for shopping in France is the city of Lyon, known for its silk weaving tradition. You can find some of the finest silk fabrics and textiles in Lyon. Next, let's talk about nightlife in France. France has a vibrant and diverse nightlife, from the chic clubs of Paris to the lively bars of Marseille. Paris is known for its famous cabaret shows like the Moulin Rouge and the Lido, as well as its many trendy nightclubs. Another city with a great nightlife scene is Marseille, which is known for its lively bars, clubs, and music venues. France offers a wide variety of activities and experiences for travelers, from outdoor adventures to luxury shopping and vibrant nightlife. With so much to see and do, France is a destination that should be on every traveler's bucket list. Next, let's talk about hotels in France. France is home to some of the most luxurious and elegant hotels in the world. One of the best hotels in France is the Hotel Ritz Paris, located in the heart of Paris. This hotel is known for its opulent decor, excellent service, and prime location. Another great hotel in France is the Hotel du Palais in Biarritz. This hotel is located on the beach and is known for its stunning views of the ocean and its elegant decor. Next, let's talk about restaurants in France. France is known for its delicious cuisine, and there are many great restaurants to choose from. One of the best restaurants in France is L'Arpège, located in Paris. This restaurant is known for its innovative French cuisine and its use of fresh, high-quality ingredients. Another great restaurant in France is La Table de Joël Robuchon in Paris, which is known for its classic French cuisine and excellent service. Next, let's talk about other places to stay and eat in France. For those looking for a more authentic and local experience, there are many charming bed and breakfasts and small hotels throughout the country. For example, in the Loire Valley, you'll find many charming chateau hotels where you can experience the glamour of the French nobility. For dining, you can also find many small bistros and brasseries that offer traditional French cuisine at affordable prices. France is a country that offers a wide variety of options for accommodation and dining, from luxurious hotels and restaurants to charming bed and breakfasts and bistros. Whether you're looking for a romantic getaway or a family vacation, France has something for everyone. Next, let's talk about transportation options in France. The most popular way to get around France is by train. The French train system, SNCF, is one of the most efficient and reliable in the world, with high-speed trains connecting major cities and regional trains connecting smaller towns. Another transportation option is by bus, which is a great way to travel between smaller towns and cities. Bus companies like Flixbus and Ouibus offer a convenient, cheap and efficient way to travel around the country. Finally, you can also rent a car, which gives you the freedom to explore the country at your own pace. Next, let's talk about safety tips for traveling around France. As with any foreign country, it's important to be aware of your surroundings and take precautions to stay safe. One important safety tip is to avoid carrying valuables or large amounts of cash. It's also a good idea to carry a photocopy of your passport and important documents, in case the original gets lost or stolen. It's also a good idea to be aware of the areas that are considered unsafe, and to avoid them if possible. Next, let's talk about other tips for traveling around France. One important tip is to learn some basic French phrases, as it will make communication much easier. It's also a good idea to get a SIM card for your phone, so you can stay connected and have access to maps and other information. And finally, don't forget to try the local food and drink, as it's one of the best ways to experience the culture of the country. One of the things that I love most about traveling is trying new and exciting foods, and France is a food lover's paradise. From the rich and creamy cheese to the delicious pastries and bread, the food in France is truly unparalleled. One of my favorite experiences was visiting a local market in the city of Lyon, known as the gastronomic capital of France. The market was full of fresh produce, meat, and fish, as well as a wide variety of cheeses and charcuterie. I also had the chance to try some of the famous Lyonnaise cuisine, such as quenelles and sausage. I also had the opportunity to visit a traditional French bistro in Paris, where I got to try some classic dishes like steak frites and escargots. The bistro atmosphere was charming and the service was impeccable. Of course, no trip to France would be complete without trying some of the famous French pastries. I had the chance to visit some of the best pâtisseries in Paris and try delicacies like macarons, croissants, and eclairs. Another highlight of my trip was trying some of the delicious street foods in France. From crepes and galettes in Brittany to sausages and onion soup in the Alsace region, the street food in France is a delicious and affordable way to sample some of the local specialties. In addition, the wine culture in France is rich and diverse. I had the chance to visit some wine regions like Burgundy, Bordeaux and Rhône Valley, trying some of the famous wine varieties like Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, and Merlot. Overall, my food and drink experiences in France were unforgettable. France is a country with so much to offer, from the charming streets of Paris to the stunning beaches of the French Riviera. But with so many destinations and experiences to choose from, it can be overwhelming to plan a trip. That's why in this vlog, I'll be sharing with you some of my favorite itineraries and tips for planning your own trip to France. First, let's talk about Paris. The City of Love is a must-see destination for any traveler to France. A classic itinerary for Paris would include visiting the Eiffel Tower, strolling along the Champs-Élysées, and taking a boat tour on the Seine River. I also recommend visiting some of the famous museums such as the Louvre and the Musée d'Orsay. Next, let's talk about the French Riviera. The famous coastline is known for its beautiful beaches, luxurious resorts, and celebrity sightings. A classic itinerary for the French Riviera would include visiting the towns of Nice, Cannes, and Saint-Tropez. I also recommend taking a boat trip to the nearby Isles de Lérins and visiting the famous perfume factory in Grasse. Another popular destination in France is the Loire Valley, known for its beautiful castles and wine region. A classic itinerary for the Loire Valley would include visiting the castles of Chambord, Chenonceau, and Villandry. I also recommend taking a wine tour and trying some of the delicious wines of the region. Finally, let's talk about food and drink. France is a food lover's paradise, and a trip to France would not be complete without trying some of the delicious local specialties. I recommend visiting a local market, trying some traditional French cuisine in a bistro, and trying some of the famous French pastries. I'll be sharing with you both the good and bad things about traveling to the beautiful country of France. Let's start with the good things about traveling to France. The first thing that comes to mind is the incredible food and drink. From the rich and creamy cheeses to the delicious pastries and bread, the food in France is truly unparalleled. The wine culture in France is also rich and diverse, and I had the chance to visit some famous wine regions like Burgundy, Bordeaux, and Rhône Valley. Another good thing about traveling to France is the stunning architecture and history. From the iconic Eiffel Tower in Paris to the beautiful castles in the Loire Valley, the country is full of impressive and historic buildings that are a must-see for any traveler. The transportation system in France is also very efficient, making it easy to travel between destinations. The high-speed train, TGV, connects major cities in France and Europe, and the metro and bus systems in cities like Paris make it easy to navigate. Now let's talk about the bad things about traveling to France. One of the main complaints I've heard is the cost of travel. France is not a cheap country to visit, and the high prices for food, accommodation, and attractions can add up quickly. Another thing to keep in mind is the crowds, especially in popular tourist destinations like Paris. During peak tourist season, the streets and attractions can be very crowded, making it difficult to fully enjoy your experience. Lastly, some people have had a bad experience with the service in France, particularly in restaurants. Some people have reported rude or unaccommodating service, which can be frustrating for travelers. From the iconic Eiffel Tower in Paris to the stunning beaches of the French Riviera, there's so much to see and experience in France. We have shared with you our personal experiences visiting popular tourist destinations and hidden gems, as well as some delicious food and drink specialties, local markets, and street foods. France is a country with so much to offer, and we hope that through this vlog, you were inspired to plan your own trip to France and discover all that this beautiful country has to offer. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more travel vlogs and videos of our personal experiences.